All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the webinar. Good afternoon and welcome to Planning Your Move. My name is Josue Molina and I'm the Sales and Marketing Director. And I'll begin hosting today's session. Before we get started, I wanted to thank you all for joining us today. We understand that that moving can be a stressful experience, and our goal is to help make the process smoother and more efficient for you. Our speakers today are experts in the moving industry, and will share their insights and tips, whether you're planning a local or a long distance move, or if you're downsizing, you'll find valuable information here to help you plan your move. Throughout the webinar, we encourage you to ask questions and participate in the discussion. And to do so, please use the Q&A feature on Zoom, and you'll see that at the bottom of your screen. And we will try to answer as many of those questions toward the end of the session. If you are unable to attend the whole session, that's okay. We'll be sending out a recording via email. If there were pieces you really enjoyed and want to rewatch, that will also be in the recording. I want to go around the room, the virtual room, and I want the panelists here today to introduce themselves to the future residents. So I am going to first start with Carla and the Givens Highland Farms team.
Hi, it's Carla. I'm the sales coordinator.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley, and I'm the move-in coordinator. We'll be working on getting you moved in.
Hey, everybody. I'm Lori. I'm the admin assistant here in the marketing department. And if I haven't talked to you yet, I'm sure I will. I look forward to it. Robert is muted.
Hi, I'm Robert.
I'm Laura.
And we're with Simply Change.
Hi, I'm Tanya Fletcher. I'm the owner of Sterling Transitions, and we do downsizing, packing, and auction services.
Hi, I'm Todd Campbell. I'm the owner of 2 Men and a Truck, Moving and Storage.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm the operations manager with 2 Men and a Truck.
I'm Jeremy. I'm the on-site estimator with 2 Men and a Truck.
I'm Virginia. I'm the move consultant with College Hunks, Holland Junk, and Moving of Asheville.
I'm Hudson Armstrong, Director of Operations and Sales at College Hunks, Holland Junk, and Moving of Asheville.
All right, so you kind of met the people you're going to be hearing from today. So I'm glad you all could join us. Today is the day for us to give you resources. Like Josue said, this is a big thing. So we just want to give you guys lots of information, hopefully make this just a little bit easier. Today, you don't have to make notes at the end of this. As Josue said, we're sending everything to you. Ashley will tell you at the end, we're also going to send you more resources. It's all going to be in writing. It's going to be in an email. So just kind of chill, take a break from the packing and sorting, and just learn a little bit about these folks and their businesses and what they can do to help you, make things just a little bit easier, right? Couple things I do want to mention from our last webinar. We talked about paperwork that we're going to be looking at closer to your move. We're going to talk more about that later, like in June and July. But one thing I really wanted to remind you about is POAs, power of attorneys. You will need a financial and a healthcare power of attorney when you move into this community as a resident. So you might want to just look into that. If you do not have that, I would go ahead and get started on that, because with it being a legal document, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get that together. So again, if you know that you don't have that, maybe go ahead and get started just so you're not pushed to the limit on time on that. Anticipated completion date, we're still running about the same time as we were from our last meeting. So nothing has really changed there. We're still on time. I know I showed you guys the video of the windows, which was really cool. Within the next month, hopefully we're going to have you guys here. Lori's going to give you more information about that. Remember that we will let you know at least 30 days before the completion date, then you will have a 60-day window to move in. We will review all of those details again with you as far as how we'll schedule that and work through that. So again, don't panic. We're going to walk you through every detail of that, okay? Just wanted to kind of remind you of those couple things. And that's all the boring stuff I have to talk about. I'm going to let these folks talk to you about what they have going on, because like, that's the good part of today, right? So I'm going to let Robert and Laura from Simply Change and Tanya from Sterling Transitions are both members of the National Association of Senior Moving Managers. And so they're going to talk to you about what that is, because they do a lot of the same things. And so they're going to talk to you about what that program is.
Thank you, Carla. So for many of you probably hearing the National Association of Senior Move Managers, you're going, what? A lot of folks haven't heard of this service. And I hear that all the time. I wish I would have known this when mom moved. I wish I would have known this when my sister moved. It's a growing demand for services for the seniors as the senior market continues, the community continues to grow. We'll see more and more senior move managers showing up throughout the country. Been around for 20 plus years, and in fact, that's how long I've been doing it myself. But we're here with a passion to help specifically the 65 plus age group have smooth moves and have a stress-free transition from where they are now to the downsizing they may be doing in the future. And I had the slide up of help is available because a lot of folks don't know that help is available. And we do so much more than moving, and that's what we'll be talking about today is what all we can do to help support you in your upcoming move. Next slide. Because we know moves are one of the major stressors in life, it's no small thing what's next for you guys moving into Highland Farms. And so we wanted to take time to differentiate what senior move managers do from moving companies. Moving is just moving the things is just a part of what we do. We generally start with our clients maybe as many as 5, 6, 7 months in advance of their move to help with a whole slew of steps in order to get you ready to pack up into your new place. Next slide.
So I'm Tanya, and I'm also a senior move manager. And I want to tell you a little bit about what a senior move manager does, some of the things that Robert's talking to you about. We do have full service solutions. So we can help you from start to finish through the whole process. Usually that would start with developing an overall move plan, which is kind of like your timeline. It's putting all the pieces together between selling your home, getting the movers on the right date, making sure Givens Highland Farms is ready for you, and just getting the plan in place and the timing of everything. The next thing we can help you with is organizing and sorting and downsizing. So that's a big step. That takes months sometimes. You know, sometimes people have taken 20 years to move into a home or have lived in a home for 20 years. And it can take several months to go through all of your things to make sure you're taking all the things that you want. So give yourself the luxury of the time to go through, sort, and downsize before you've moved to make sure you're taking all the things that you actually want to take with you. We do this a lot. We work one-on-one with you if it's something that you need, some practical solutions. We work with a lot of people. We have some great tips and tricks and things to help you where maybe you feel stuck if it's a garage or a basement or something. We're happy to help you throughout that process of making those decisions. They are your decisions in the end. We're just kind of guide you to make sure you don't take too much. Another way we make sure you don't take too much is we do floor plans for you. So we can make sure we've got all the measurements from Givens Highland Farms for the new location. And we will measure all your furniture and we'll help make sure it's going to fit. The last thing you want to do is take pieces of furniture that aren't going to fit because you're going to be paying for that move to move all these things. And we want to make sure you're not taking what's not going to fit. So we do these floor plans are really simple, but it's a really great way to see your overall plan of your new place. The next thing we do for you is we can arrange for all the, all the rest of the stuff. So once you've decided what you want and what you're taking with you, we can handle all of the rest, whether it's donations, whether we're selling valuables through auctions, estate sales, a buyout, consignment, whether we're taking trash out or recycling for you. So we get rid of all the rest of the stuff that you're not taking, and we can handle all that, and you don't need to have that as part of your mental process because you have a lot that you're thinking about, and we can handle all of that for you. We can also arrange shipping things to if you have family members that might want some things, if you have kids or brothers or sisters that might want some pieces that you have, we can arrange those shipments. We work with a lot of shipping companies or with the movers. If your timeline means that you need to have some things stored for a little bit, we can help you with finding some storage solutions as well. And then on the next slide, Robert will tell you about a few more things that we can do.
So a couple things with senior move managers. We can do the packing ourselves. We're insured for such things. We're specialists with packing fragile items, those heartfelt items in your china cabinets. Whatever it is, we can do that for you. And also at times, you may choose to have a moving company do the packing for you. We can still function fully as a move manager from start to finish in the process of getting you unpacked and settled in your new home. And there's also areas, part of a move is the coordination of other services, such as cleaning the existing house that you're in and you're leaving, waste removal, maybe you need some shopping or some escort of self to doctors or someplace, assisting with choosing a realtor, and even helping to prepare your home for being sold. So in our process of packing and moving, oftentimes there is a home to be sold, and we can stage as we go along so that the home is ready sooner than later to go on the market. Next slide.
So as you can see, it's a lot more than just moving the items from one place to another. As NASA members, you can see Robert and I, we do the same thing, but we work together. We share a lot of resources. We share a lot of experience. And we're all really just here to try to help make this a smooth transition for you. We are both NASM members, which means it's the National Association of Senior Move Managers. If you just do nasm.org, you can find them anywhere in the country. If you're coming from out of state and you'd like all this one-on-one help, you can find a senior move manager with a zip code. You just put it in there and you can see everyone listed. What's some benefits of being a NASM member is we do have to have insurance. We have to take some courses for ethics and just some core competency areas and making sure that we know what we're doing. If you were to call me and tell me you were moving from out of state, I would direct you to the NASM website. There's a lot of great resources there, and you can find someone in your area that could help you. It's just a great resource. They also have a national, an annual conference where people that do what we do all over the country. It is somewhat of a new industry, and we are it's a place where we can learn a little bit more and get a lot more education and share our experiences with each other. So again, NASM, Robert and I are both NASM members, and we highly suggest you take a peek at that website if you haven't already.
All right, thanks, guys. I think from here, Robert, you and Laura, we're going to talk specifically about what Simply Change does then.
We're just waiting for our slideshow.
Yeah, I started Simply Change over 20 years ago and have been working with Givens, Highland Farms, Given Estates, and other retirement communities in the area to do one thing, and that is to help seniors move as stress-free as possible. And it's really become quite a passion for me. I find that in my business, it's an opportunity to really build a lasting friendship with the clients and a trust, and then it takes trust to invite somebody into your home and to see every aspect of your life as we're helping you to prepare for that move. As we've already covered, there's the planning and preparing, the packing, decluttering, sorting, and staging, and all the way through to the setup of your new place. And if you've ever watched a reality show on TV of like building a home or where they do the rehabs, it's kind of like that. In a very short time, we're able to get you packed up, get you moved, and get you fully set up in your new space. In fact, I say that in most cases, you sleep in your old home one night, the next night you're in your new bed or your new space in your bed. It's already been made, your kitchen's set up, everything is complete. It's quite an amazing process that we go through, and it's so synchronized these days that we've kind of perfected the dance of movement with it. And we can handle all areas of your move. And some people take us, most people take us up on the whole process of packing, planning, coordinating, floor plan, all that. And then of course there's those that would like to participate more fully in their move, and will select just areas that they'd like us to take on for them. Either way, we're available for you in that process. We've worked with Highland Farms for years now and know the staff, know the ins and outs. And with that, we'll find ways to synchronize the process as smoothly as possible and get that coordination down. The main thing I really want to say is we're really here to help you get to your new home physically and mentally strong, which means we help you take breaks, we have fun. I know it's hard to believe you're going to have fun in the move, but really we want to get up behind you and really provide the services and needs that you have so that you don't wear yourself out and it takes you 6 months to recuperate on the back end and you're not enjoying the new community you're going into. So we really encourage you to take advantage of the services that are available to you. Next slide.
As part of your move, we'll be with you until the end. The final adjustments and loose ends, including artwork hung and just making sure everything's cleaned up at the end. A lot of times, like Tanya said earlier, people, what do I do with all the stuff? We take out all the cardboard, the paper, all the packing supplies, so you don't have to worry about that. We also assist with liquidation, consignments, donations, shipping, and discards, and just help make your life easy all the way through. Assisting you in key decisions too, even outside of that. If you need our opinion or need to bounce something off of us, we're here for all of that. And we just want to support you through the whole process. As part of that, a few years ago, after doing this for a few years with Robert, we realized there was a need for a little more help in the area of selling a home. And so I became a realtor and became a senior real estate specialist right away. Because as Simply Change, we really saw a need to support our clients all the way through their transition. I focus specifically on helping fulfill your needs as seniors with clear and thorough communication, attentiveness to detail, bringing a strong knowledge of the market, and addressing your specific needs. For example, many of you need to coordinate the timing of selling your home with when your unit will be ready. And I work with all parties involved to ensure your best interests are met in the sales process. We want you to be able to trust the people who move you to also sell your home. It can all simply work together. Next slide, please.
So it's never too early to call us and start the planning process. We offer a free in-home consultation where we can take a look at your specific needs. Everyone is uniquely different, and we'll listen to you and advise you on how we suggest we move forward. Everything is always in writing, so there's no surprises on the back end, and we really do work to make it as stress-free and simple as possible.
We really want you to arrive healthy and to be able to enjoy your new place. And we're here to serve your needs throughout the whole process. And we do a free consultation. So please call us so that we can meet with you personally, get to know you, and see how we can be of assistance. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. And you guys have done several moves here in our community, I'm pretty sure at this point, right?
Many, many.
Any idea on a number?
Probably close
Not
to,
to put you on the spot, but
no, probably close to 100 at Givens Highland Farms, and probably 200 plus at Givens Estates. We've done a lot.
I know your name's been around here for a long time.
Yeah.
Speaking of doing a lot of moves here, we also have Sterling Transitions, and I know Tanya, you guys are here a lot as well. Why don't you tell the folks kind of what you guys have to offer that maybe makes you a little different as well, like we were talking about with Simply Change. What makes you guys different as well?
Well, one of the things that we do is we have auctions. Betty, I have a business partner, her name is Betty Baker, and she is an auctioneer. So what we found over the years of doing it as well was that there was a big need for, once you move, there's always all this stuff left behind. And there was this need for a solution there. So she got her auctioneer license, and now we consistently have auctions every month, and it's a great way to make some money to pay for your move, and see your items go to someone that is excited to get them. So that's something that we do, that we're happy that we can offer as part of our services. So I'm going to jump right into my slide presentation. Again, my name is Tanya, and I own Sterling Transitions. We are NASM members. We're actually something that's called a Circle of Service member, which means we've been doing business for more than 5 years and in good standing with NASM. Next year, we're going to hit our Diamond Society membership, which means we've been in good standing for 10 years. So that's something that we're really proud of, and we're happy to be a part of. And again, we're here as well just to make this a really smooth transition for you. These are all things that you can do yourself, but we're here to help you through the process. And this is the time to take for yourself and to be selfish and enjoy all the services that can make this a little easier for you. Next slide, please. So I talked about Betty. Betty would be here, but she's at the beach, so she's not here today. But her and I are both owners of the company. I started it first in 2014, and I have a lot of personal experience in working with older adults. I had a magazine for older adults for a while. I worked with Medicare and doing some marketing for some companies. And then I also moved a lot in my life. There was a point where I moved 12 times in 12 years. And that was just a small portion of all the moves I've done. So I realized I had a lot of experience for moving and for this, baby boomers downsizing, just kind of that experience. So I started the business with just the moving, and then I got overwhelmed very quickly. After about a year, I started tapping into friends to help me whenever I had so many jobs, I just needed some help. And Betty was a friend of mine for a long time. We actually met at the Grove Park Inn. We both worked there. And even though everybody said don't work with your friend, don't start a business with a friend, we did it anyway. And we've been friends almost 30 years now, and we're still friends, even though we've been doing this business for almost 10. And we really work well together. We have very different personalities, but I think those two personalities come together to make a really good decision-making process through these services. And we both have a passion for helping people go through this transition. We actually started it because we wanted to help people. We were both going through some transitions of our own. Betty was a recent widow with a small child, and I was a recent divorcee with twin children. And we both kind of found this time that we were needing to have some support in a lot of different ways, and realize that this community of people that we help needed the same kind of support. So it was really nice to have this business be part of our lives and successful. Next slide, please. So like I said, Betty got her auctioneer license, and that enables us to sell items that people are not taking with them. So in addition to sorting and packing and helping with shipping things to family members, removing trash or paint or anything that's unsellable from the house, donations, we can help with donations. Then we also can sell the valuables. Our niche is really to do an entire estate, which means you have to have quite a bit to do the auction. But when we work with someone who's moving, we also will consign. If you only have a few pieces, we can consign those pieces into one of our current auctions. So we are currently doing 2 to 3 auctions a month, which is almost every week, every other week. So there's plenty of times that we can take some of your items and put them into a current auction if you don't have a full estate. Sometimes you are downsizing enough that you can still have a full auction at your home. So that's something that we're really happy with, because we can also, the profits can offset the cost of the move, which is really nice. And you can always find our auctions on our website. It's sterlingtransitions.com. I will say, don't be tempted to buy something from the auction, but you can see how they work and how we sell. Next slide, please. We are headquartered in Asheville, North Carolina, but we work an hour from Asheville. So that means Hendersonville, Black Mountain, Weaverville, anywhere about an hour away. But a year and a half ago, we found that we just wanted to be able to help more people, and we kept getting a lot of calls around the South of people looking for our services. So we opened 2 more offices. We have one in Atlanta, Georgia, and one in Southwest Florida. So we're proud to be women-owned businesses. All of the different offices are owned by women. They're considered licensees. They're not franchises, but they've been trained through us, and we support them through their growth. We all meet at the National Association for Senior Move Manager Conference every year, and it's a great team, and we can lean on each other through the process. So if you are coming from any of those areas, we can help you on either side of the move, which really can make it a nice, smooth transition as well. Next slide, please. So in Asheville, we have 12 staff members. Some of them are part-time and some of them are full-time, but they all help and lead and support all the different services that we offer. Again, we just found such a huge need that we just wanted to make sure that we didn't want to turn people down. So we've slowly grown through the years and have some great people on our staff. Everyone has background checks. Everybody's been through training programs. Most of them have been with us for at least 5 years, if not more. And they're all just really, really great. We're really happy and blessed to have such a great team that works with us. And out of the staff, we do have 3 people that are realtors. So if you're looking for a realtor, we can suggest any of the people that are on our staff, or we can work with any realtor that you have as well. Next slide, please. And at Givens, we love working at Givens Highland Farms. We have helped a lot of people move into Givens, whether it's an on-campus move or coming from another state or somewhere else in Asheville. And we've gotten to know the staff really well. We've worked with 2 Men in a Truck quite a bit over at Givens, so we all know the campus really well. And it's just it makes it really easy and smooth to help there. And it's a place that we absolutely love. You know, we work with a lot of retirement communities, and it's definitely one of our favorites. So you've made a good choice with Givens Highland Farms. Next slide, please. And this is my final slide. I just wanted to end with something kind of funny. Somebody just told me this a couple weeks ago at a consultation. It's a quote that says, "Don't own so much clutter that you will be relieved to see your house catch on fire." And I hope you can understand that as a complete joke, but it's really, I just wanted you to laugh a little. This can be a really fun process to go through your life of belongings. You should enjoy it, enjoy having some help through the process. It doesn't have to be something that's so overwhelming that you wish your house would just burn down so you didn't have to deal with it. So we're here to make it easy for you and lighten your load. And we do offer free consultations so that we can get a really good picture of what you need and then give you a plan and a timeline and a cost. So feel free to call us to set that up, and we're happy to help. Thanks for your time, and thanks for listening.
Thanks, Tanya. All right, guys. So as you've heard, obviously the people that you're meeting today are people that we've used here at Givens Highland Farms, including the next 2 people that you're hearing from. You know, so we have had good experiences with these folks. So that's why we wanted you to be able to meet them. Not that we haven't used more businesses as well, but these 4 we've actually used quite a bit. So again, just wanted you to have the opportunity to meet some folks and kind of learn about their businesses. Next, we have 2 Men in a Truck, and we're going to let them tell you a little bit about their business and what they can do for you. I think Todd was going to talk there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you all for having us. My name's Todd Campbell. I'm the owner of 2 Men in a Truck. And we have been in business since 2006. And just wanted to kind of not necessarily follow my slide here. I'm going to pass it on to some of our staff, but wanted you guys to know that very much like Sterling and Simple Change, NASM, we also have the North Carolina Utilities Commission, and they regulate us and make sure that we do carry the proper insurance. We do treat customers fairly in the move process. And I served on the North Carolina Movers Association for 7 years. I just got off and passed the torch. But in our 16 plus years, we've performed over 41,000 moves. And with those 41,000 moves in mind, we've kept a referral rate of 98% or above. Within our system of 2 Men in a Truck, we've been in the top 3% of performance of about 400 plus franchises. And with that said, we've been moving Givens residents for over a decade. And worked with Sterling Transitions quite a bit and others as well. And with that said, I'm going to pass it on. I'll be back, but I'm going to pass it on to Andrew about the services that we have to offer. Next slide, please. Next slide. Sorry, I have 2 screens going here. Thank you.
All right. Again, my name is Andrew. I'm the operations manager here at 2 Men in a Truck. Started as a customer service rep about 4 years ago, and worked my way up to operations manager. So I've gotten to see all sides of how 2 Men in a Truck can help people move forward. As the operations manager, the care that we put into moving your items is my #1 concern. Here are some services that we offer just to ensure a professional and satisfactory move. As far as packing and unpacking, we can do partial packs, we can do full pack jobs. So it just depends on your needs. If you want us to come in and tackle the kitchen and you guys, do everything else, that's fine. No matter how big or how small a pack job you need help with, we're here to help. Our experienced team will make sure they handle all the items that they do pack with care. All the materials that we're going to bring out, You know, you don't have to worry about that. We make sure we have everything to cover, you know, dishes and glassware with, you know, dish packs. We also offer wardrobes for those closets. So you're just, you know, easy transition of having us put them in to a box that has a bar on the top. And then we're just taking them right off the bar, hanging them in your closet. Easy transition there. You know, so no matter how big or how small of a pack job that you require, we can get that done for you. And as well as unpacking. Once we're there and offload those boxes into each room, we can open them up for you and take those items out and just help you with that process as well. As far as moving, we can do local and long distance moving. For services locally, you know, we can go across town for you and get you where you need to be. Our guys come out basically with, you know, all the equipment they're going to need. You know, we have moving pads. There's about 80 on each truck, stretch wrap. We've got door jamb protectors, stair rail covers, floor protection materials such as neoprene runners. We even have this stuff called carpet shield we can put down just to ensure that not only the house we're moving you out of, but the you know, the location we're moving you into is going to be just as well protected as your furniture will be. And we offer that both with our local moving service and our long distance service. So if you're looking to go across country, we can do you know, those same services and then bring those same materials for the whole experience. Internal moving, that's something a lot of people probably don't think about, but we do help with that. So if you're looking to just rearrange a room, swap rooms, relocate furniture for restoration projects, you know, having your full floors refinished, we can send a crew out to, you know, help you do that as well. As we've heard throughout this presentation too, removal of, you know, clutter or items that you don't need. 2 Men in a Truck offers that with our junk removal service. That is one thing we find more often than most, that at the beginning of a move, people have things they want to get rid of. And even at the end of moves, people end up, you know, finally making a final decision on, are we going to keep this or are we not going to keep it? Did it fit in the room we were hoping it would fit? And so we will come in and help you get rid of those items should you not need them anymore. Let's see, storage. That's another service that we offer. So in the event that you need to store your furniture for a period of time, we're here to help. We have on-site storage here for short-term, and then we can take you anywhere, you know, locally, or if you do move across country, you know, in any storage unit you choose, we're able to take you to those locations and offload your items there. We do have a wonderful relationship with many storage companies right here in Western North Carolina. So if you have any questions about storage, we've worked with a lot. We can get you the information that you need or recommendations on where to go depending on where you're moving in the area. As far as services, I'm going to pass the mic here over to Jeremy and let him talk to you a little bit more about some of our most frequently asked questions.
Hey everyone, my name is Jeremy.
Next slide.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have been with 2 Men in a Truck since 2008. Started with the company as a mover, moved from there into a driver position, went from there into management. And then the on-site sales consulting position opened up. I took that. So over the years, moving people, managing the moves and doing their on-sites, I've noticed that we've had quite a few questions that are pretty consistent with customers across the board. A big one is, do we hire day laborers? With 2 Men in a Truck, we only employ full-time employees and full-time movers of 2 Men in a Truck. We do not hire day laborers or anything like that. With that being said, all of our guys are background checked. They are pre-employment drug screening is done, as well as random drug screens throughout the year. All of our men are trained in-house, so that they go from here straight onto the trucks with our trainer and go into the moves after being trained here in-house. There's a few different types of moves you can do: local, long distance, authority moves within the state of North Carolina. With long distance moving, we are an exclusive and expedited service, meaning that the guys who load your items on the truck are the same guys who would drive the items to the unload. And keep in mind, no one else's furniture goes on that truck, just your items. Same guys would unload it and take care of the new place for you, take care of everything there. Here at 2 Men in a Truck, you will be greeted with a local representative here at 2 Men in a Truck here in Asheville. Somebody that would be your contact point here at the office through the entire process. So from the point of contact when you book the move, when you call back and have any questions, you will be dealing with the same CSR the entire time. We pride ourselves on making sure that the customer feels that that relationship with a moving company. We have collaborated with multiple professional companies in the area. We deal with move management teams, as you've heard from earlier, interior design companies. We deal with quite a few real estate or realty companies around the area. Backing up a little bit, I started on the trucks, started with 2 Men in a Truck as a mover. And it's fun to have moved the people. And then I ended up doing estimates for them. So we build that relationship. It's good to have that rapport in the community with our customers, the repeat customers. One of our core values here at 2 Men in a Truck is giving back to the community. We are huge on doing charitable events, anything that we can do to help out in the community. Some of the events that we do would be WLOS Break the Hunger, the Coat Drive. We have Movers for Moms, Convoy of Hope, Tools for Schools, Evelyn Foundation, Beyond All Borders. Now I'll let Todd wrap up with our mission statement. Next slide.
Todd,
Todd, you're muted.
I apologize. Along with our core values, one of the things that we pride ourselves in is our mission statement. Before I go into the mission statement, I just wanted to let everybody know that from 2006 to now, we started with 2 trucks and we grew to 18. And I always tell my staff, it's not the the quantity of moves, it's the quality of what we do. Quality versus quantity. There's a lot of times where we can't perform a move because we don't want to squeeze it in, or we can't squeeze it in. We want to make sure that we give everybody the same service and exceed their expectations. And our mission statement is our commitment is to continuously strive to exceed our customers' expectations in value and high standard of satisfaction. And I believe over those 41,000 moves, we have done our best to do so. Yes, we've made mistakes in the past and we've learned from them. We all do. But our goal is to move you forward into Givens Highland Farms. And with that said, I'm going to share just 2 quick reply cards that came in recently. Here's one right here. Experience was nothing less than professional, courageous, and respectful. I can't see on that screen. Respectful for ourselves and our home and our belongings. Scott and Jason were amazing packing and moving our belongings. Jeremy, our rep, was just about spot on regarding our initial estimate. Would definitely use your company again. Absolutely no complaints and was extremely happy with our experience. Thank you all for great experience. Jim. The next one recently is this experience was fantastic. Setup was great from the first phone call forward. Team was prompt, personable, professional. Treated my belongings with care and ease. Did everything I asked and requested. And I had my out of town move completed in less than half a day. I could not have asked for a better experience. We'll definitely be using this team again in the future when I need my stuff moved, Nicole. So in closing, and there might be questions later, I just want to say thank you again, but just remember that, you know, there are times when you need Sterling transitions and you need Simply Changed and others as well. It is very, very well noted that there are times when you will definitely need them. We can do it all, or you and they will work with us as well. But it's very important. Moving is very stressful, and so take the time to do your research and get the opinions of these people that are here today, and they'll help move you forward. So thank you so much.
All right, thanks, guys. I think that kind of speaks for itself. Thanks for that background. Last but not least, by any means, we have two men in a truck that are going to talk a little bit about their business, and then we'll move on to what some of your neighbors or your future neighbors actually have some recommendations for you.
Hi, y'all. My name is Virginia with College Hunks, Holland Junk and Moving of Asheville. I believe we were just introduced as two men in a truck, but I am with College Hunks.
Oh,
it's okay, Carla.
I'm
Don't worry
sorry.
about it. You're good.
Sorry.
The first thing I really want to start off with is I know Hunks is quite the fun name, but it is an acronym for honest, uniformed, nice, knowledgeable service. That is the standards we hold ourselves to, and that is the expectations we would like for you to have of us. These are a few photos of our team. We are a values-based organization. We are focused on building leaders, creating a fun, enthusiastic team environment, and one of the most important is listening to, fulfilling, and delighting our valued customers. We want to ensure that you have the best move possible and that our team is providing excellent service. We want to make sure that any needs you have are fulfilled. We are a small team. We like to provide customized service to you. A good idea of what that can look like. We've talked a lot about big moves and big transitions and needing multiple days of support. We will start with a free on-site estimate for any service. We also offer junk removal and donations. We can move items into storage for you, and we can also provide labor to stage a home if needed. We can also pack a whole home, including closets and kitchens. We have all of the packing supplies needed. And we can also move your home out of storage, or just your home if it hasn't been moved into storage, into your new home. And we look forward to helping you do so. Beyond being a moving company, we like to do what we call moving the world. We partner with a lot of local nonprofits. Beyond helping them with fundraisers and doing all of those things, every single move that we complete, 2 meals are donated to Feeding Children Everywhere. In addition, when we are doing junk removal and donations, we strive to keep as many of those items out of the landfill as possible. And that includes a lot of donations to local nonprofits and back into the community. We're partnered with ABCCM, Transformation Village, Homeward Bound, and most recently, Alita Homes. We will also donate things to Beloved Asheville, Goodwill, the Salvation Army. We really strive to support our community while we're supporting you. We just reached 900 Google reviews, which is a really fantastic landmark for us. We have our 5-star Google review rating. We're really proud of that, and we really strive to provide 5-star service to every single customer we have. I'm going to go ahead and read this first green one on the left. Thank you, Ashton, Danny, Orion, Isaac, and Miguel, for being so professional and for all of the hard work. It was so appreciated. Moving is my least favorite activity, but with your help, it was much less stressful. I hope that when we move again, that this dream team is available again. We are locally owned and operated, and we really, as you can see, strive to provide incredible service. This is our who to contact slide. I'm Virginia. I'm our move consultant. I am who would be coming out to do a free on-site estimate for you. And then this is Hudson. He is our director of operations. Hudson, if you wanted to, you've been with College Hunks for over 10 years.
Yeah, similar to what Jeremy with 2 Minute Truck, it sounds like we had a very similar path. I started out on the trucks when I was a freshman in college, and hopped into multiple roles when the opportunity presented itself, and found my way up to Asheville 2 years ago. So just considering we've been in business in the Asheville area for just around 3 years, we're excited for the opportunity to be on here with you guys today, and look forward to continuing to provide 5-star service in addition to the other 900 reviews that we landed online. So thank you everybody for your time.
I would also like to mention, if you were looking at bigger cross-country moves, we are franchised nationwide. So there are other College Hunks and potentially College Hunks within your area. We would be happy to facilitate that connection and to get your move started and to get you out to the Asheville area. And I'm excited for you to be moving into Gibbons. Thank you for your time, y'all.
Thanks, guys, and I'm sorry about that, guys. If that's the only thing I messed up in this whole webinar, then I'm doing pretty good. So
yeah, you've done incredible. No worries at all.
All right, so again, thank you guys so much for joining us, and I know that these future residents really appreciate getting to learn a little bit about your backgrounds and what you can offer. And as I said, Ashley and Lori have a little bit to share with you guys before we go. So I'll hand it on over to them.
All right, so like Carla said, thank you so much for joining us. It really means a lot, especially to the residents that'll be moving in. Just a few things that I wanted to cover as we wrap up. Like Carla mentioned, we're going to be giving you some handouts, PDFs of additional storage locations, different donation locations, window treatment options if you're interested, and of course some additional local moving companies. Those will be in the email that comes out with the recording. Also, we've had a few of your neighbors make some great suggestions. So we have one of your neighbors, Carol, has actually found a website that can help you kind of scale your rooms and furniture. So we'll send you a link for that. We also have one of your neighbors, BJ, that has actually had an experience with one of the local storage companies. They really were a great asset for her. They had a lot of great suggestions and were able to help her and were very personable. So we'll also kind of put an asterisk by that. So with that being said, if you all have found anything that you've found to be really helpful or useful and you want to pass that along to your neighbors, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. That way we can kind of get that out to them as well. Or you may have their contact information already, having met them previously. But just be on the lookout. If there's anything that you find super helpful, we'd love to hear about it. And I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, I get to tell you about the exciting thing today. Our next event is going to be called a Dirty Shoe Tour, which means you get to come see the Brookside Apartments in person. And that's going to be Friday, May 5th from 3 to 5 p.m. So to get ready for this, you're going to need to wear closed-toed shoes That's the only safety thing you have to worry about. We're going to provide all the other safety equipment you need. So the only other thing I want to mention is if you have your name tag from our last event, you can start looking for it now. You don't need it yet. We got a little time, but start looking for it. And if your name has changed or your apartment has changed, we'll get that info updated for you as well. So get your shoes out, get ready for May 5th. We're going to have a great time. We can't wait to show you the progress and your new home. Back to Carla.
All right, guys. So I hope today was helpful. Like I said, everything's going to come to you in an email within a few days. Like Lori said, we are super excited about getting you guys here in May. And again, don't panic over the name tag. And I know some of you, I mean, you've changed homes, right? Maybe you've upgraded to a bigger home. That's okay. We're going to get you a new name tag. So, we'll be dealing with all that in emails. So as everything else has been going on in the next week or two, you'll be getting emails from us about that Dirty Shoe Tour because we're so excited. You're going to talk to the builders that day, and it's super cool. So let's see, we do have a question. If we're not available on May 5th, will we be doing it again? I'm not sure about getting you back in the home because of the, the safety issues with the builders and us getting you in the home is the issue. That day we've actually scheduled with the builders. They're actually shutting down, getting all of the men off the site completely to where no one is actually in the building but us. So I can't tell you for sure, Erica, that we can get you back in a different day. We'll do what we can. We'll try to work around that, but I wouldn't want to guarantee that. Does anyone else have any questions before we go today? I don't see anything else in the questions and answers. Do we know what time? The event on May 5th will be at 3 o'clock. We will be meeting in person at 3 in the assembly room so that we can meet the builders and they want to go over, what's going on with the progress, what you're going to be seeing when you go in the home, because obviously it's not done, right? But they want to kind of give you progress report. And then from there, we're going to go into the home. So I would anticipate we'll actually go into the apartments probably around 4-ish and probably out around 5. Question from Sandra is, how soon do you suggest contact movers for visit and estimate? And talking to the movers that are on here today before you got on, they say now is good. So evidently there's not a too soon to do that. And I know the folks here, you can schedule with them. They'll come out, do consultation and, talk about what that looks like for you. Do any of you movers have any other suggestions there or anything we should tell them different there? Nope.
I would just say, the sooner that you figure out a date, the better, just like you said, most definitely.
Okay.
We all get busy and we want to, like I said, I'd say we book out 2 to 3 weeks typically.
Okay.
And we were talking too about the downsizing side can take some time, and we don't want you to feel rushed. So the sooner that we can get with you on that too, the better.
All right, guys. Well, you guys will get an email, as I said, probably within a week with all of this information in there. If you have any questions, obviously send them in. You will be getting the contact information for all the folks that you met today. So if you want to reach out to them directly, you'll be able to do that as well. And that's it for now. And we will see you guys on May 5th, but we'll be talking before then. And so we'll go ahead and stop the recording. I will ask the panelists to stay on for us for just a couple minutes. And we will see you guys soon.